them or you do not agree. But people have their reasons why they award these things to people, to leaders. Okay. Okay. So it is at the what 34th annual Africa Peace Awards. 34th annual Africa Peace Awards. So perhaps we'll get more details as they are there. You know, uh, try and see. Okay, we're trying to check for them online. Okay, we've been trying to check. I'm trying again. Go I try first. Okay. Okay, so the African Peace Award honors individuals, governments, and organizations for outstanding contributions to peace building, conflict resolution, and stability across the continent. Key initiatives include the Accor Award, established in 1993, the African Peace Magazine Awards, and the Center for African Peace and Conflict Resolution. CAPCR Annual Africa Peace Awards, 34th edition, hosted by California State University, Sacramento. The 2020 were recognized Liberian President Joseph Boakai with the Peace Leadership Award for promoting democracy and reconciliation. Then they have the Peace Prize awarded to Chadian President Muhammad Idris Deby Itno for managing political transition in his response to the Sudanese refugee crisis. Then the Accord Africa Peace Award, initiated in 1993. All of that. Yep. So that is that for that. Um, the border issue, it started with Guinea and Sierra Leone. We were here right on the show when the release came out from the Sierra Leonean government that Guinea had abducted, arrested 16 of their army personnel, carried them to Conakry. Why? Because they were on land believed to be for Sierra Leone from time since the 2000. What there's been this back and forth between Guinea and Sierra Leone for that parcel of land. Sierra Leone says it is its land. Guinea says it is for them. So Sierra Leonean army were minding that place. Guinea said, "This is our land. You're not supposed to be here." Since you here, they did not hesitate. They arrested them, 16 army personnel, and carried them. As for us, we don't want to arrest them. We don't want issues. We don't want problems. So we yeah, they are on our own. But Guinea said the land was for them. Sierra Leone said it for them. So Sierra Leone put their people there. The army people there. Guinea said, "Oh, yeah, well, man, it's your first yeah, yeah. What you doing here?" They arrested her and carried it. So Sierra Leone went for negotiations. Those people were returned. But you know something? Let our man roll the video. Epic FM in Sierra Leone reported this in March. Quietly, we didn't see release again from Sierra Leonean government, but there's something very interesting. Yeah? So let's go. Yeah, let our man play it. Put,
Them arrest with salon authorities them.
can you
For
restart?
about
Can you
5
restart
days.
it?
You know the land, not to we get that very land, na Falaba district, we make Guinea authorities them arrest with salon authorities them. For about 5 days, when they say they enter 1.4 kilometers inside their own place and put salon flag there. We sote pass with foreign affairs minister go there and go talk diplomatic talk before they actually free that we salon security personnel then day. This confirmation yes so come out from the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Timothy Kaba. Why be the talk already democracy?
When we go Guinea, the scientific fact is that that flag was raised 1.4 kilometers inside Guinean territory. Get this as a fact. 1.4 kilometers inside Guinean territory.
You self-accept that as Foreign Affairs Minister?
Yes, sir, because I've seen the coordinates. The coordinates has been verified. The fact-finding mission we go from Sierra Leone also proves say that flag was masked in that area.
Before the minister they talk this talk here, so Melvin Tijam Mansaye be also talk na Epic Radio say if actually that place they na salon get why na now we dey go for go put we flag day.
The Guineans are saying go build tents and raise flag. So you ask yourself, if now be with territory as Sierra Leonean people, why not now we go put tents and raise with flag day?
Well, why
So the
not?
question-
You answer the question now. Why you think that now we actually make efforts for make a border post between Salon and Guinea in that particular place?
Because we have lazy governments where they forget the issue, where they have not been clear in their heads as to how do we go about it.
Even though we don't get clear understanding as to what exactly happened. But it raise concern about border awareness, coordination among security agencies, them, and the need for clear demarcation between Salon and Guinea for avoiding kind of a situation they are soon in the future. Sleek Television, Rabia.
I said, Ebi, just do that first part where they just do that first part up to where the foreign minister spoke. Just how the journalist starts the report.
Behold the land, not to
Start it again. Behold the
That very
land.
land.
Start it over. Start it
Behold the
over.
land, not to we get Behold the land, not to we. Behold the land, not to we get
Okay, leave it.
That
It's
very
okay.
land.
It's
na
okay.
Falaba
She said, "What? Behold the land. And no, we get them." She said, "Behold the land now for us." You heard the Sierra Leonean foreign minister in that report. The man said the land for which Guinea arrested Sierra Leonean soldier when they go there to negotiate, blah blah blah. He said they said they saw. They look at the coordinates, all the geometric and all that kind of boundary stuff, and they realize say the land for Sierra Leone, the land for Guinea. So that the agreement making, they got their soldiers back and all of that. But when you go under that post from that radio station in Sierra Leone, the citizens in Sierra Leone fast. They say the man either they sold the land to Guinea or they compromise or whatsoever. The land is for Sierra Leone and all that kind of stuff. So it just quietly at the same man our president carry our president to Dumuya, that's a Leonean president accompany our president. What they thought that we know. But eh? It is a journalist report I read about. Behold the land, now we get them. I said, please play that thing some more up to the foreign minister, the Sierra Leonean foreign minister. Yeah. Let's go.
the land, not to we get That very land, na Falaba district, we making authorities them arrest with Salon authorities them for about 5 days. When they say they enter 1.4 kilometers inside their own place and put Salon flag there. We sote pass we foreign affairs minister go there and go talk diplomatic talk before they actually free. That we Salon security personnel then day. This confirmation yes so come out from the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Timothy Kaba. Why to be the talk now the democracy?
When we go Guinea, the scientific fact is that that flag was raised 1.4 kilometers inside Guinean territory. Get this as a fact. 1.4 kilometers inside Guinean territory.
You self-accept that as Foreign Affairs Minister?
Yes, sir, because I've seen the coordinates. The coordinates has been verified. The fact-finding mission we go from Sierra Leone also proves say that flag was masked in that area.
Before the minister
Okay,
talk
okay. You had the foreign minister. So the journalist said surprised and you accepted that as foreign minister. I learned for Guinea. You said, "Oh yeah, we saw it, the coordinates and all that." Well, now it didn't say just me my whole. Behold the land, now we get them. That very land. So Sierra Leone just took that lay L with ease. Yeah? With ease. So they're trying to say Guinea was right to arrest their soldiers and carry them, but so that all that thing were under the talk, they accepted that the land, according to the foreign minister, they saw all of the coordinates for Guinea and blah blah blah. That's all right there. I just needed to bring that update from Sierra Leone. But when you go under that post, I will share the link later they post where the radio station did that report. No, the citizens, they say, in fact, they say the foreign minister is a Guinean. Someone else say he's a Guinean from in their country. About they get their land. Look, things always happen. Uh, since last night I've been listening to that, I just laughing. The start of the behold the line. Now we get time. Okay, oh, let's pray for our own. Mm. Okay, let's bring in this. Then we'll go to our final and key talking point. Let's bring in this. Abi, you need to come. Where is the? I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing what I want to see. Yeah. Okay. So we're trying to bring this. Oh, okay. It's on this side. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's listen to this. And we have our say. Okay. I swear, if we had heard this report before that trip, we're gonna impose upon our presidency. He shouldn't go. He shouldn't follow Sierra Leonean president. They've definitely given their own say for the people. Then they can't.
He's celebrating 179 years. We ought to ask ourselves, are we where we should be? But we're not complaining about the past. I always say, forget about the past. Don't cause the darkness, turn the light on. We hear a lot of criticism from people, but don't mind them. They don't live here. We live here. We know what we want for our people. When you are walking a long distance and you have a lot of dogs barking at you, if you stop to throw a rock at each dog, you will not reach. Just move on, move on. Our job is to move on to build our country, make it better for our people, give them good drinking water, good roads, electricity, quality education for their children, good environment. That's the purpose. That's what they stood up to elected for.
Okay, and this has been trending. Key things. So the most trending one is the president called some Liberian people dogs. No, he didn't call people dogs. It's a figurative expression. Those are the two debates. Yeah. But let me take you back here. So let's run some analysis quickly.
Celebrating 179 years. We ought to ask ourselves, are we where we should be? But we're not complaining about the past. I always say, forget about the past. Don't cause the darkness, turn the light on. We hear a lot of criticism from people, but don't mind them. They don't live here. We live here. We know what we want for our people.
Okay, so the president was speaking at the dedication launch, whatever it is, of the newly minted Ministry of Local Government. And for me, everybody's a human being. I think criticisms are getting to the president. And as I always say, governance to run countries is very hard. To govern countries, very, very hard. Yeah, it's not easy. It's easy to be in opposition and find everything else that is wrong. It is another thing to be in a chair and you think you're doing well on this side, but you wake up every morning, just see criticism, you hear criticism. So sometimes I believe it is getting to him. So he's throwing these jabs and parables here and there. it's a kind of reaction to it and the conversations that are happening around him. So we hear a whole lot of criticism. Let's start from Raya. Huh?
We say forget about the past. Don't cause the darkness,
Just
turn the
shine the
light
light
on.
on. Okay.
We hear a lot of criticism from people, but don't mind them. They don't live here. We live here. We know what we want for our people.
Okay. So the president says we hear a whole lot of criticism from people, but they don't live here. So it's like those who criticize the government, but are not living in Liberia. His officials and people should not mind those kinds of people. They don't live here. We live here and we know what we want for our people. Huh? That one is clear. That one is not figurative. It's not figurative language. It is literal. We hear them. They're criticizing. They're not yeah, they don't understand what's happening on the ground. But is that really the case? Are they not involved? Are most of them not building houses here? They don't have businesses running here. They don't support their families here. Don't they usually come? We call some of them Decembrists. Some come once or twice every year. Don't they have vested interests in the country? They do. When, as the president is going to the US, he may even meet with some of the diaspora Liberians there. Why will he meet them? Because they are important to their country. I don't want to go to the support they gave to political parties and all of that. They in their political parties know exactly. This is why you have UP USA chapter, UP Europe chapter, CDC USA chapter, CDC Europe chapter, ANC USA chapter, blah blah blah, and all that stuff because they are vested. So they should tell you that the critiques, yeah, they're getting to the president. And as a human being, he's speaking out of that kind of frustration. I think I'm doing well. Oh, there the jack criticizing. Oh, yeah, your leader, then yeah, I didn't understand what happened here. It is almost like being in power and opposition, but just talking. Say, but little people, they don't understand what happened here. So it is a dismissal of their critiques. But there is something deeper beyond that. We'll come back to it. Let's move on to the next point.
When you are walking a long distance and you have a lot of dogs barking at you, if you stop to throw a rock at each dog, you will not reach.
Okay. Then came this one that is trending. And it debates whether the president calls some Liberian people dogs or not. The language there is not literal like the first one. It is figurative. And it definitely, the president is not referring to people as being dogs. He's not calling Liberian people dogs, some of the Liberian people dogs. He is imputing a situation where unimportant, he's trying to say, when you think you have something important to do, don't focus on unimportant talk. So he's referring to critiques and criticisms from whom as unimportant talks, unintelligible, not necessary to pay attention to. Don't give heed to it. It's like you're walking, going somewhere, and dogs are barking. You just go. You don't need to be driving. All of them. They're not important to your journey. That is what he's saying. It's troublesome as well. So the first thing is, yes, he's not calling anybody dog. So, and I do not think the president will reference all Liberians as dogs. But that, you see, every figure of speech has meaning. But you know what the conversation is? The conversation on social media and back and forth with you politicians is to, especially to defenders of what the president said, is to keep it at that and not go beyond that point to what it means. Because it is in the meaning that you realize it is also troublesome. Because when the president is with his officials and he's telling them not to bother about critiques or criticism of what people say, uh, is it a dismissal of their concerns? Doesn't he embody those officials? Most of the reasons why people will critique the president is not necessarily for things that he as a president does or does not do. It's because of mostly some of the things that these quote unquote leaders, ministers, deputy ministers, assistant ministers, directors, blah, 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 things that they should do that they should not do. That's why people will critique the government for. So if you embody them, so it's like their messages, they are like kind of succeeding to create a disconnect between the president and the people. So it's like, oh, Mr. President, everything okay. Oh man, the put that yell talking whole day like when people can get certified yell talking everything they won't criticize, everything they won't criticize. So it is that they are succeeding in creating that hedge around him, so he doesn't hear real critiques that could help him make decisions. And that's why it is troublesome. And not because he calls someone dogs, it is because of the disregard for the critiques, the criticism of his administration that he's saying here. And it is to the benefit of those officials that are within his cycle, because that's what they always do to leaders: create a disconnect, make it to appear like things are okay. Things are okay. And the president is the president of the whole country. He's the president for the people who critique him. He's the president for the people who hail him and don't see anything wrong. He's the president for people who just see nothing right. Everything is wrong with him. He's president for them. All of them pay taxes. Right? So that's it. And a few people have written some stuff about this. And I hear people just all over the place. Oh, they're bringing all of the figures of speech. But just ask them, everything has a meaning. Every figure of speech has a meaning. Someone wrote, say, when you tell someone flower living before the ear, are you saying the person that you are flower and the person door ear, blah, blah, blah? No. But this is why I wrote under it. For example, I work at OKFM. If OKFM management has issues with me, maybe I did something, they have issues. Then, out of anger, I say, flower living before door ear called me. Am I saying that I am fly? Or am I saying OKFM management at door ear? No. But you think I will not be sacked the same day or the next day I get my letter? Eh? Because what I will be saying that is disrespectful to my employer to say flower living before door ear called. You're like, I don't get time for your job. You can take it. Even though I'm not referring to myself and them as animals. So everything has a meaning. And sometimes the reasons why people want leaders to be careful with these statements is because in places like Rwanda, they were calling other people cockroaches and rats and mosquitoes and all of that. And other people saw them as being subhuman or important. They went and killed them. Sometimes these are the reasons why. So if the conversation is just about blah, 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 no, then it misses the actual point. And it satisfies certain people who are within presidential cycles who want leaders not to feel the real thing, not to know the real truth. It happens with all leaders. I covered presidential leave. I know how these people try to insulate leaders. So why do you think the president himself will say, I know the executive management say they have number now for people to call to complain people? Even after they have program and hailed all of these entities and said, I know plenty of this go A and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to do. I really want to see the full report and understand what it is about. But even after that, then they gave numbers, say people should complain. Why should people complain if things are okay, if critics should not be listened to or all of that? So that's the mixed messaging right there. Yeah? So yeah, the president did not mean that the people who critique are dogs. No, I do not agree. But it also has a meaning, and that is the meaning that should be focused on. Madam Lema Bowie, for an example, wrote this on yesterday. She said, "Don't play with Liberia. She often allows a lot to slide for too long. But when you get very comfortable and think you have gotten away with misconduct, she strikes, and it is over for you. You'll beware." Madam Lema Bowie on there. I saw a write up from a lady. Let me read that as well. It makes the point even more eloquently. Uh, okay, let's bear with us. Someone called Glenda Jane Jr.'s wrote this. Language matters. Leadership, unity, and respect for all voices. Mr. President, while we understand the intention behind your message, where you stated that people should not stop to throw rocks at dogs barking while walking a long distance, but instead keep moving forward, the language used was not expedient for a nation striving for unity and national healing. Words carry weight, and in leadership, even parables must be carefully chosen so they uplift rather than alienate. Criticism from citizens should not be reduced to noise or compared to barking dogs. Many of those voices come from people who love Liberia deeply, including some who supported you in the past and still do, and who are calling for accountability, progress, and better governance. Listening to them does not weaken leadership, it strengthens it and helps ensure that national decisions reflect the lived realities and concerns of the people. It is also important to remember that patriotism is not limited by geography. One does not need to be living in Liberia to love Liberia, care about its future, or contribute meaningfully to its development. Many citizens in the diaspora remain deeply connected, invested, and concerned about the country's progress, and their voices should also be recognized as part of the national conversation rather than dismissed. Parables in leadership should build bridges, not create distance. They should encourage reflection, not division. Liberia deserves a tone of leadership that embraces all voices, both supportive and critical, as part of one national conversation where engagement is inclusive, respectful, and grounded in the shared goal of national progress and unity. I only respond as I see it, regardless of whom I support. Sincerely, Glenda G. Juniors. I felt alienated. Okay. Triple seven 700 995 555 995 995. The numbers to call. We will have to take your calls because our guests are here, and we don't. Yeah, so we will continue with our other conversation on tomorrow. The choice is yours to speak on anything. 777 700 995 555 995 995. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Julius, how are you?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is Prince Julie, and John you from the borough of Nikuta.
Mhm.
Julius, I quietly listened to your exposition on the different topics, and you made it clear. You said the president was being calling no one at all.
Mhm.
It was just a team or a term news to what to implication. You were implicating something. You were using a figurative language to use it to implicate something. So where our brother on the other side saying the president called people dog, no, he was saying something. For
Yeah.
example, you said it right.
Yeah. So what do you make of the meaning? Do you think he should have said it too? Hello. Uh, what a man. No, hold on. Now you are coming through here. There was someone on the line. Hey man, I hope. Anyways, it's like the man went off. Or the man was saying something. Sorry. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I think I can pick up on what he was saying.
Mhm.
You know. Yeah, but this is Yeka. This is Jake Gabriel Yeka, and I call from people community. Yes, but just as your last caller said, the president actually did not mean that Liberians criticizing him are dogs, you know.
Yeah.
And like you put it, I agree with you 101%. And the good thing about it is you are a language man, so it's clear, you know, it's very figurative. But when people start saying people from the other side, let's be honest. I listened keenly to the comments written by one of your commentaries, the last one, where the commentator or the writer said clearly that the president did not refer to anybody because this is figurative. But even at that, parables must be judiciously selected because there are some parables that can be very cheeky and unnecessarily abrasive for a country striving for unity.
And Mr. Yinka, you know one thing.
Yeah.
If you one of the hypocrisies in the country is if you, for example, put George Weah in that same position, and he said that same thing, the people who the people who are backing it today who have said the thing the other people say today, and the other people who have been defending. If you put comments that the same thing, so that is the part that really gets to me.
Why I've always premised my conversation or my point in the national discourse as saying we need to be honest. You know, where we are not honest, then there's a problem. So yes, I agree with you. I worked very closely with the last government, even though I resigned from the party, but I was very close. You know, I work at executive mansion. And I can say to you clearly that some of my former partisans, had it been President Weah, who have been defending this, and rightly so, they will be correct. And that's the reason why we need to be honest. We need to say the president did not refer to Liberians as dogs. But here's a point that I want to make. Some parables are more abrasive or condemnable than others. You know, I'll give you an example. If I were, for instance, I'm a child of God, if I'm a preacher of the gospel, if I were Jesus, right, I wouldn't have said to the lady asking for a miracle to say, I will not give the food meant for the children to dogs. Because that's very harsh. Yeah, so it's the same kind of thing. We're saying, in other words, the president is clearly saying, if you are focused on what you want to do not be distracted by unnecessary comments. That's what he's saying in short. In other words, most of the people who are talking, they are making, they are distractions. And don't be bothered by unnecessary distraction, or else you will not succeed. When we want to go to buy food from the market, listen to the noise in the market, you will not buy what you want to buy. That's what he's saying in short. He's calling for focus. The Manseli said there's a noisy minority that will always, you know, complain and so forth and so on. But is it appropriate to be coming from an elder, a statesman? That's the point we are making. You know, some of us at our age, maybe we could be a little bit adventurous and make some statements. But for somebody like President Walker, I would say the people around you are advising. You know, if our communications man close to you, I would say no. You can make the same point with the same net effect without using this kind of parable.
Okay.
My people, we hear you, but we will not be distracted by comments that don't favor our focus. And we'll be focused on what we intend to do, but we appreciate your comments and your criticism of democracy, the beautify the landscape. However, we will not be distracted by anything that will take us off track. I think it will be better. So in any case, it's still not a good statement coming from the president.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks so kindly, sir. Let's see who's right here. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. This is the voice of Elijah Nuwubuno. I joined the conversation from District 6, most of the country. Mr. Chair, let me say thank you for explaining an analysis. Mr. Chair, I carefully listened to all of the comments you read, and one person I really admire is the last comment you read, and I think that person was very smart in our write-up. It is true. As a national leader, you have to be very careful to select your word, your choice of words. Mr. Chair, some of us we are commoners, right? We are the common citizens. When we say some things on air, you guys who are the journalists tell us to take back our words. You think why it happens? Because it is not prudent, right? So I don't think
Claire, and like you said, we were not allow you to call and perhaps if you disagree with government official or a government official says something, then we allow you to say when they dog barking at you, don't throw stick at it, or don't throw rock at it. No, when I allow you to do it.
Certainly, Mr. Chair. So you guys do that because you believe it is not right. So I thought our national leaders should also speak with conscience, please.
Okay, thank you so kindly. Let's go overseas. Welcome. Let's hear you quickly.
Good afternoon, Julius. Frank Gibson, the call from Paris.
Go ahead, Frank.
You know, what I noticed when I was in the interior, there are two things dog used to back up. In the night, when dog sees something that is not happy, the dog will back. And the dog sees another dog walking, the dog will back at that dog. So, if, for example, figuratively, I say President Walker is in the mansion, but he doesn't listen to people. Even if there is the door in the executive mansion, the door should listen to somebody. What will everyone take that statement to be like? Am I calling President Walker a door or not? Because the statement of door that follow after what President Walker said, they do not live here. We live here.
Yeah. So
after saying that.
Yeah. So
after saying that. After saying that, he wanted to don't listen to the people. If you're working somewhere, door back. So those people are not living there. They are the dogs.
No, so Franco. Yeah. So we're saying it is figurative. It is not. It doesn't necessarily mean that those people are quote unquote dogs. It is not literal.
So this is the example I'm setting. If I say President Barker is the executive master,
we don't want it to go that far. Yeah, thanks so kindly.
But you know, I saw a video today. They said the Guinea left Solomba.
Where? When?
No, I saw the video. The superintendent was posting a video that the Guinea left Solomba. I saw it on the Facebook.
Okay, I will let me call our correspondent. I have not heard that. Let me call him to ask. Yeah, you see those other things. So don't just say, "Oh, it is figurative." It's the meaning. It is the meaning of. Just hold on, folks. Let me find out something from James Colley. Just hold on. This is important. But I know that would be breaking news if they had left. No, that would be breaking news. James will have let us know immediately. But let me call him. Let me call him quickly. I'm sure our guests should be around. They should be coming in shortly. Okay, I don't know if we have James. Okay, we want to see if we can get James. Have they left? Okay, I'm sure we have James. James, sorry, someone just brought something up, and that's why I'm calling you. But welcome.
Hello.
Yes, James, welcome. Sorry for taking you unawares.
Thank you so much, Julius.
Yeah, so someone just called in and said they saw a video that the superintendent was saying that the Guinean soldiers have left the Solomba border point. Is that true? Or what is it? What do we need to know?
No, I'm not aware of that. As far as concerned, the guys are still there. If it happened, it may have happened 2 hours ago because we had an engagement with the superintendent
today
this afternoon at around 12.
Yeah, because I saw OKFN going live.
Sports steering committee endorsed the candidacy for Senator Cyrus for the position for the executive committee member of LFA.
Oh, okay, thanks. So it was not about the Guinean soldiers leaving the border point.
No.
Okay, thanks so kindly, James. Yep, it was important to get that out quickly. Okay, sorry we kept this caller from the US on the line too long. Welcome, ma'am. Thanks for your patience.
Hi, Julius. This is Victoria. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Go ahead.
So, I wanted to participate in what you guys talking about the president calling, saying something about dogs and stuff like that. I don't know if we are the one that's trying to interpret this thing our own way. I understand everybody talking about figuratively, this, and the other one. But this is the same president that we're going through our tough time, especially in Minnesota, where ICE were beating our children. were arresting us in the streets. Whether you citizen or you were not citizen, this was the same president that came out and said, "You're sitting over there, Donald Trump coming for you." This was the same president that's coming now again to say the people that are talking, you don't mind and they don't live here. But this same president is forgetting to know that we in the diaspora contributing a lot in our country. If everybody hold their hands back, the rural economy will fall.
Oh yeah, sure.
This
No,
is the same
there's no lie
president.
about that one.
So you cannot be always coming after us, that airlifting you, that putting hands on you. The president always doing that as a leader, as an older man, as a tradition man. You cannot come on, come on to say stuff like what he said yesterday. I don't know if it was.
And you see, this is why the discussion on social media misses the actual point. That's the point I am making. All that thing about dog really doesn't matter. It is the fact, first of all, the president is dismissive of people in the diaspora that are critical of the administration. That is clear.
That is not right.
Yeah.
That is not right. That is not right. That's what I wanted to say, Julius. Thank you so much. That is not right.
Thanks so kindly as well. Second to last call, our guests are in. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Julius, how are you?
I'm fine. Former Representative Great, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for picking me up, Lord Julius. I want to categorically disagree with you. Categorically.
On what what are you disagreeing on? First of all, let me know before we go.
The first thing here is that the statement made by the president, let people stop misleading the Liberian people to just say metaphoric. Metaphor has different categories. That's implied metaphor. There's no debate about that. You can talk about all the metaphor, but metaphors have categories. It's implied that the president made a comparison of those who disagree with him, that their action is like a barking dog.
Oh yeah, but it is a comparison to that behavior, but not necessarily saying that those people are dogs.
No, you say they are like dogs. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Judas, this implied metaphor. Let us not play on the words. Okay, because a lot of people listening to us across, some people don't even know what they call metaphor. You don't think metaphor like a general statement. It has categories and it has magnitude. That implied metaphor, hello?
Yeah, we're listening.
That implied metaphor has an extreme magnitude, okay, of calling your opponents that their behavior are like dogs or stray dogs. Don't leave them. Forget about them.
Why you won't post straight? You won't try to define the dog now. No, you won't give a KK dog straight dog, German Shepherd, the welfare dog, the dog we can eat.
That metaphor has categories now. We got straight dogs now.
Yeah, we got.
You struck a point. The meat of that discussion for me is when a president dismisses an entire group of people who have tirelessly sacrificed towards the growth and development of the country. To say the people, they don't live here. They don't know anything about their country. That's not only being cheeky. I'm sorry, I don't want to use the word. I will not use it. But the president was totally order. Totally order. I hope the president will provide the State of the Nation address in my presence, and I'm going to call him to order. He should have taken that war back, because this is a whole diaspora group that fought for your presidency. They went all out without backing down. Okay, they fought to dismiss them because they disagree with you. Have you been listening to the president of the Judas? Some of the statements that they're making.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think the pressure of critiques is getting to him. But thanks so kindly, sir. Because of time, we cannot continue. Let's take a quick break. Just a very, very quick break to go over to our guest. Let's get this done quickly. Okay, let's take this break. This is the OK Conversation on OK FM 99.5. This quick break.
Sandra, where are you going?
To the next water and sewer office to pay my bills.
But you live not too far from Pinsville City Hall.
Yes, but water and sewer got no office in that area.
Oh, so you don't hear the news yet?
What news?
The Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation has a new cashier center at the Pinsville City Hall where all LWSC bills can be paid daily, Monday to Friday, from 8 in the morning to 5 p.m.
What? So you won't tell me I've been wasting time on this road waiting for back when I could just walk to the Pinsville City Hall to pay my water bills?
Now you know. Enjoy improved, efficient, and convenient financial services at the new LWSC Cashier Center, recently opened at the Pinsville City Hall for our value customers, mainly people living in the vicinity. For more information, call 0777 464 171. 0886-616-767, 0886-617-200, or our orange call-free number, 5972.
Your favorite RLJ Kenneja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel comfortable and special for your guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, a few minutes drive from the rehab junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured peaceful, serene, home away from home. The ingredients are Liberian meals, freshly baked wine,
This is right beside the SD defense. So all the structures were built along the SD defense, and they're not doing much. This is not easy. These people have been asked to remove a very long time. It's told them to remove all the makeshift structures. And all these structures are built on the sidewalk. If you look very keenly, you know that this is the main road. And this is the sidewalk. So all the makeshift structures have been built along the sidewalk, making it difficult for pedestrians to have access to move freely. Cross Street is where we are now, and this is the SDA fence. That's the SDA school right in there. And all these structures were built along the fence, taking the entire sidewalk, making it difficult for pedestrians to have access. Let me move a little bit better. Some people are happy with the process. So this is what I have to say.
And then we can get to the battle bag. The battle boxes was proved to the Liberian people that the government is working, for the Liberian people, or in but we mean Russell and to the town reaches to get to the other passes. Thank you. Were you affected by this? I've been affected. You can see at this place here. It's my place here. Yeah, that's my place there. So I have no regret. You know, for me, I did not vote for Omen Poga. I will say it clearly. I did not vote for him. So when this thing is happening to me, I don't have no regret. And there's a CDC man. People all over here know that I'm a CDC president, so I have no regret. So you can break down the place, you can do anything you want to do. For you, you have the power today. But through the ballot box, I will have the power there. That's where I'm going to do my judgment. So a level like that person to open me there, that which now will be breaking their homes down, preparing them to be hungry, no food to eat. They put by the person not running. They shop them all closed. You want them to pay tax, how they will pay tax. You expect them to pay tax when the people cannot sell even a 2,000 worth of goods a day, and you marginalize them. But every day money, they do every day they spend their amount of money. You spend money to do whatever you want to do. But you can do it. Go ahead. The time will come 2029. Okay. So what happened? I'm not in favor of what has happened. Why you not in favor of it? Fine. I'm useless. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and we have informed gentlemen, we come in tomorrow after tomorrow. Then they come and look all their
I bet they were informed prior to the time. Okay.
I remember Mary Brown and I talked to Mary Brown one time. He left his place. Every day that Steve went down there, the power minister would go letter to the power minister. I respect, and he left the place. They have not opened the place. And I kept telling the people not to press the book anytime government is done. So I'm just saying I live in that giving one. That's my point. They are Liberians. Look, Uncle Baka is not thinking about presidency. He's in his old age. So he will say, I will do everything possible. So that's what's going on now. Is you worried?
I mean, you know, there's a sidewalk and these people have built.
We know. No, let me tell you, these places were bushes. Look, I'm on the street. Anytime the government right there when the man in my house, I will move. Why was that bush? Why did you Robert Time they didn't do it? Why did
but we are developing now. Time is moving how to develop the city. Right.
Let's tell the people who are coming.
They were given notice prior to today. Just 3 months now.
I'm appealing to God guys. Next time, let them inform the people. I'm not against government group, but let him inform the people.
Okay, thank you. Fabi has made a point. I guess the whole play was bush. Since you have all time, so not expect us to develop the city. Very interesting though. So we into our street. I started to go alone. Now go for someone that might be. So this is the 12th Street left side. We are doing what we know how to do best. Our regular exercise, making sure that we give Maruga a facelift. And at this end, there are a lot of makeshift structures that are being removed, tables that have been placed, that are defacing the city. We are making sure everything is removed. Some are happy, some are not. But at the end of the day, we have to accept development. We have to embrace it. We are compelled to do so.
Yeah.
We can't keep saying, oh, we can't keep giving excuses. Because if we base on that, then we are going nowhere. So we just have to fix the hashtag and make sure development go on. Taking the sidewalks, making it difficult for people to have access to So all the structures are being brought down. The truck is going to come after to make sure everything is removed and cleaned from the sidewalk, and ensure that they don't rebuild them. So it's not just about breaking them down, but we are also removing them. We have the truck that is following as the machine bring it down. How do you have all these things in the city? All in the name of we need to survive, we need to make ends meet. Just build anything in the city, to face the city. After which they say, oh, the city is dirty, the city here isn't working. Just put all sort of stuff in the city. Look at this one. It's been a very busy day. The city mayor, along with his team, isn't playing at all, making sure that every makeshift within the city is going to be brought down. It's about time we face this country together. It's about time we face the city together. All the makeshift structures built on the sidewalks are being brought down by the MCC. People just attach all sort of things to people's fence, all in the name of survival. Just build anything. When all sticks, then just build them. Just to face the city, with the city nasty. All in the name of we want to survive. And then after we go, be the one complaining. So it has been a very busy day. We started this morning from Vamoma, we took it to Air Shop, and currently we are on 12th Street Sinker, making sure that everything that is making our city look ugly, that is taking the sidewalks. We are not going to encourage that. You have the director of beautification right here, making sure that we beautify the city. And all this makeshift that are being taken down, we are going to clean them up, make sure that the truck is going to come and take all these things and sticks that are brought down so that they don't rebuild them, because if you just leave it like that, they will come by the next day and do the same. So it's not just about breaking the structures down, but also making sure that we keep monitoring all plant flowers. of those people don't come back building the same thing, or it's just going to be a continuous
this permit me to use the existing protocols to say a few things on behalf of the County team. Presently, I'm the chairperson or chairman of County community, and because of past experience I had, for which I will ask other development chairpersons in other communities to do, is to stay away from politics. Because everything you do with the development of your community depends on you. Because the way we play our politics here from now, when you are development chairman and you are not party, they feel that you are being contaminated. So as such, most things that when you come to the community is the line off. So this time around, I'm announcing this, I'm saying this in this official invitation that I am not in any political party, be it the ruling party, be it the cities, be it the CMC, whatsoever like I ever created. I am no longer a member, but I am a member of the community for her development purposes. To speak to you as my own the senior and development chairman in this community. Having said that, our ability to add to other speakers spoken to me earlier. We highly welcome you and the CMC here. We think that you can also do some development activities that were lost of those days. And quite frankly, let me just say before I take that, before I do the other things. I used to serve as the political leader of Larry Younger. So I've had the political experiences. Now, to our people, those of you who are not in the meeting, we resolve that county will be presenting few projects to the all usability and the CBC, upon which we will select this to do. So partner among them, because there are many of them are nameless. And since the creation of county, nothing also my information on the elders those days. Mobility and the CMC. The first thing they told me to ask you for to do is the building of a new center. That program has no man, tried to be done and very wet. So we see you, the community see you as an archdeacon. They can do all of that for us. And the one that we want to follow, there is a request that we need how we do because already there to do it for us. That's so nice matter. It's true and correct that JP is here. But not many of us able to take it into our houses and into our smaller communities. County right now has over 400 houses and over 5,000 inhabitants, including those who are doing the road. So because of that, we are sort of community lacking. For example, we do that. That's a real meeting from where it says inside the all soil. Come here 2,000 here and go on to the island where you came to. It is a community project. But yeah, something I'll do. Sorry. So we want you to do that. That's the second request. And then the one the third one that follow is the rehabilitation that I just spoke of. So the one that says that spoke to me right now is about the construction of a nurse's quarter to connect to annex the clinic. Because most of the people that are coming are still off station. So because of that, so we want to do that. Thank you. Because of time and people are calling and pressing on me, so I can't speak there. So I can't be political. Thank you very much. And these are your requests. Thank you very much.
So you say you say my dem go like that, I do not care. Mama would have taco cato. Go pay that take. You know, go now. Then what? Put me down and go your attack. Put it up. Put your attack because you have power. You don't go for a town. Can't come here. I'm here to have an email. They do it. In Jesus' name, call me those who get. Taco jamming those who get. And for us here. Misro homa era doko la soga emonke. Nda I mizai go be agera odi like that. Kapela saka dia data we ka bi owo ge ka na ga yi ma o. We ala gbago le go siete.
Okay, mo ga to ga fo ona we belete ka iko bi na sen wa ga kata se yo re ma wo na ni so yo ba do ga se no de ego plaisir ko na go gere pene ka ko me se wa ma ke fo ka yi se aga ko le to tre pero no ko be a do mi ti na ke ko yen gere mo pa se ti o ma wo yi ko ki ni ma wo yi ko plaisir you sent ole ko pa to àtọ̀wádà bákẹ́kọ̀ọ́ rẹ̀ káàmù ó ní ẹni ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ kò ṣe ń kókò lẹ́yìn ní ẹ̀kọ́ ìlú ẹ̀fọ́ ká kò ní ẹni ọ̀fẹ́ kò tó kò ní ẹni ọ̀gá sí gàgà kò ní ẹni ọ̀gá sí gàgà kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìnáwókè ilẹ̀ pẹ́lẹ̀ kílẹ̀ pẹ́ẹ́sì that is seen come by a chief error. Yeah. Soko na bo kere kire isega ko pie zira ina kana ko mo kira ka ile ba ile zaga na ni na ona wo yo da anu ona e da pa go do ba bo mi afo ko pa ko no feba ko ba ye ka no ko ya ka ni wa ko so tere mo ga ni aso ni o ala ko to se ka ko don ni le don ni o mu ka re it's not done. Then I will be there to drum and who got there. That drum here, who got there? Okay, you know, to us, now I'll go be there to buy some.
Just say what you supposed to say.
My friend, my mother, I'm going to say, then I'm going to say, Mother, you see, China Kaya. Oh, you know, Tony, what could be that? Ẹ̀kọ́ pàákó bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ó ká lọ́kọ́ lọ́wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ìwà kó pàákó bímbà ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọ́n mẹ́ ìkó na plastic chair sí ìrẹ́kọ̀ rẹ̀ because kò mú ẹni tó ìwà kó bí ẹ lọ́tẹ̀ pààrọ̀ tí ẹ̀ pẹ̀lá sí ilé mọ̀ pààrọ̀ tí ẹ̀ pẹ̀lá sí ilé mọ̀ àbẹ̀ ìwà ní ọ̀pọ̀ rẹ̀ ẹ̀ka mọ̀ àyẹ̀ tí ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pátápá bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí wọ́n kó ra ní ọ̀pá rẹ̀ tàbí ẹ̀ka ló ń ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀ àyẹ̀ tí ọ̀pá rẹ̀ sáwọn kẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ kírísítẹ́nì ìwọ̀n ìwà ní ọ̀pá rẹ̀.
Thank you. All progress. Honorable, you are welcome to Listener Kawi, the headquarters of Listener. We for Listener Dawn for the excellent time we reduce our request into rating. This for the political leader. So because my chairman has already spoken, we want to say you are welcome once again. For Listener Dawn, 1 minute. For Listener Dawn, we want you to please pay attention to our request. Like I said, we want to be systematic. That's why we reduce that into rating. We want to know that your membership is in progress. In Listener Dawn, we already have 123 members, registered members for Listener Dawn.
And we know that Don is serving as a pedo to the CNC. So we encourage this identical party looking to listen to Don and take that request serious. Because we want to have a base that we will work with this party. For the essence of time, we will start right there and tell you, thank you. You are once again welcome to listen to Don. Thank you very much on the day.
We call them Yasana. Yasana, me amina ka wu kare no dea I kwara sire ganga. Pe gba mi ganga kwa.
Na ni ni le gba wo ni ale. O mi do pan si agba. Praise the Lord. Okay. Okay, by the way of our proper introduction, I'm actually saying you are down. I'm here to speak on behalf of Yasna. Though I think the visit in Kami today or in Islam today is here to make sure that the NRO is about to make mark in the snow. So quickly to the point, for me, for Yasna, our request is we have been making mark in the rural community and also in the rural districts, but now we are asking you, once you are entered the snow, to make a scene mark in your snow, simply as pump, so that like though we have JP there, but it's not everybody that have money to pass on later. And also, our former Senator Honorable Johnny Voga Cross Road, we got another people living in so that road, we want an assistant for it. And we also have many to talk, but when you come there, you will see. Thank you. Amen.
And he was resting with all fit. Oh no, I'll to Randy double. Let me bring Randy double. I'll to you. I almost woke up one there to go call a Randy double alarms. And let's say the alarm clocks, you know the alarm clocks anybody get? Yeah. No one can be sounding yeah, chicken.
Get you up.
He had over 5 different alarms. Randy double call today. He will call on the show. If you're listening, he'll call. I'm sleeping. The fire alarm will come. Randy double. I said, but what's happening? The other one comes in. I said, but What is the thing to make I eat the water? I just causing noise. You know, I mean, one time ago I said no, but the thing call not too much. You say, oh, that's how we can wake up. The fire alarm with sound, you stay sleeping, but you know that alarm. You know the particular sound, so you know that it is not the last one. So when you sound like that, you can still be, sleep get away. You can be cutting the small. So you like say, yeah, let me call it small. When you call again, no, call again. You say, hey, yeah, and then we just call it over the last one. These are extreme circumstances people are living through in America. Yet still, the sleep will be in the man eye. He will jump up, wear a coat, wear a jacket, or she will wear her jacket, jump in the car under extreme conditions, weather conditions, and also go make money. Their bill park on them, their responsibility on them. You know, like bro, where you pay or how you can do where.
I knew the guys
bill. Yet still, the guys find time to send money to Liberia for relatives and friends in the country. The reason why they are putting more on the country is because their citizens, their brothers and sisters who are still here living here, continue to put pressure on them in America. Mr. Baga, when you are solving the country problem, I know people will still beg their relatives in America, but it will reduce.
Freedom,
it will reduce.
Just stop it.
It will not be at the level at which it is. So when you see them complaining that you are corrupt, when you see them complaining that you are lavishing their money, when you see them complaining that you are breaking the laws, you are violating the Constitution, they're not doing so because they are dogs that you think they are. They're doing so because the effect of your mismanagement of the state, the consequences of misruling the country, spoiling the country resources, taking 1.2 million out to buy 2 cars when you could use that money to pay to get marketeer loan. And make them sustainable. When you could do all of those things to get them some self-reliance. You take 10 million, you go build properties in 4 years. Oh man, like you don't even have more than 30, 40 years to be around. Even if you were to be around, you'll be in wheelchair. 10 million project, what do you want to do with it? Instead of giving the 10 million to market in 4 years in Wasonga, in Bronjima, in Kuala, in all the places, you take it, you go put it in one place. They are complaining that you are misusing the country resources as old as you are. And because they're complaining, you wake up and say they are dogs. I mean, no, you don't do that. You don't do it.
And Mimi is saying $106,000 she has sent through same way.
Thank you. $106,000, yeah. Yeah.
To Liberia.
Look, if some people send you the same way, from the day when they download that same way app, when they say how much money they have been sending to the country, you get shocked. You get shocked. Some people have sent almost close to $500,000 for this country, 2 relative friends, old boyfriend, old girlfriend. They were in connection, they're not sending it. Must I add the old boyfriend girlfriend issue?
I will ask
No, listen.
I was just about to ask you before you did.
No, but listen, I mean, that's why the show is different. Eat good enough this time? Yeah, because we're eating on time. Yeah. Huh? Because eating on time?
He doesn't care about it.
They fell off in Riyadh. They're still got to run across the road, President Riyadh.
Imagine Joe, we are saying that our daughter.
Yeah, because he been criticizing President Riyadh too. He used to criticize President Riyadh. Imagine President Riyadh. I referred to him the way you referring to other people today. But I said, "Look, your papa now okay? Yeah, okay. Hold on. Let me say, I'm beginning to come here in America." And I had to flew him. A man who could not send himself to the hospital after serving as vice president for 12 years.
12 unbroken years.
12 unbroken years.
No war.
Presided over 68 concession agreement. 12 years. You could not send himself to the hospital. Then he became president in less than 3 years. You are considering other Liberians dogs. And this is not the first time President Baka has insulted Liberians in the diaspora. You remember the last time when he wanted to dedicate one project on the Ralphie Highway?
Yeah, he said,
Folks, you guys do not even pay heed or attention to Freedom FM. You know, I mean, people are doing their best to criticize this administration. You know, I applaud them for that. And obviously, what else do you expect? They are going to come out. They are going to critique, you know, this government. They are going to say all of the things you expect, you know, them to say. That's what makes them opposition. Yeah, that's what makes them exactly an opposition. They have to show that you know, they are working. They can't be there for nothing, you know, because they want to come to power. Yes, they want to come to power. They want to, you know, ascend power. They want to basically make it their term. So obviously, you know, they can be seen tomorrow as a critique organization. So I wouldn't say, you know, it's a bad thing that they are doing. But the table that they are spinning around, the table that they are definitely trying to twist around, to me, well, my own personal opinion is quite different. You know, I mean, you might have yours. You might have yours. Your opinion is quite different from mine. You know, that's your right. How you look at how you interpret it. I saw that this old man here was talking to oppositions and not the Liberian people. And opposition have done the same thing when George Weah was there. He called the United Party and opposition cockroaches. You know, and you didn't see them flying, you know, with all of these things here all around, trying to get the Liberian people involved, you know, and thing. Yeah, because I consider the people to be weak combats. They are weak. You know, they are trying to let the Liberian people to fight their fight. That's why they're trying so hard. They're paying all these radio stations here. Freedom FM, King's Radio and team. They're paying all these radio stations here to carry the message out there because guess what? You know, they are weak. They are unable, you know, to defend themselves. They look for the slightest opportunity in order to turn it into a huge battle. They actually, or to be very honest with you, they are just, you know, making something out of nothing. Let me be very frank. They are making something out of nothing. The old man, yeah, have not insulted the Liberian people. No, he did not. So let us stop, you know, this critique here. You know, trying to get the Liberian people involved. Yeah, it's politics. They have been saying a lot of things too. Okay, they have been. So they shouldn't flip the table around where they were just looking for the slightest opportunity. That's exactly where it is. Looking for the slightest opportunity. All right.
And they're interpreting and they're just presenting a picture again that makes it clear as to how hypocritical they are. Because you have ordinary Liberians here in this country, you have Liberians who are in the diaspora as well. And every single day you have them sending stuff to this country, whether it is in cash, it is in kinds. You have a lot of people sending different things to this country. But at the end of the day, Oliver, I think the people who are just on the other end trying to respond, trying to defend Joseph Boakai's statement, even though it is not his original statement. It was a quote, by the way, from Winston Churchill, and trying to just own that and relating it to the Liberian setting. It is really, really crazy to me. And I'm saying this to me, obviously, when you're not doing the right thing, you're going to have people to criticize you. You're going to have people to criticize you to an extent where you're going to feel annoyed. So I do believe the president felt very annoyed. He felt like the people who continue, in fact, all of us, because we continue to, remind him we're not criticizing in a way that's negative. We continue to remind Mr. President that, hey, Mr. President, before you became president of this country, you had told Liberians what you were going to do. So we annoy him so much. Our voices sound as though it is like a sharp sword piercing in his heart. So he thinks that he's being annoyed by Liberians who continue to criticize, Liberians who continue to remind him, and Liberians who continue to tell him, hey, Joseph Boakai, you remember what you said before, especially when you say you didn't mind, riding a wheelbarrow to go to work. You didn't mind, not taking into consideration using private jet on a daily basis when you're going on your international trips. So all these things that are real, all these things that continue to, reflect the reality of the day, he thinks that these things are